said, tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening? Gone for surgery, but now I'm back again.
Hello, Philippine 547 back. Third season predictions, weekly predictions. Should be an interesting one this year, made a little more challenging on myself. No longer am I I'm not just picking winners. Not doing that anymore. Doing the spreads, who's favorite, see if I like it or not. This year, if you notice on the upcoming screen, you'll see red numbers and then you'll see green numbers. Red numbers means the home team, which is the logo on the right, is the favorite in that one. And the green numbers mean the logo on the left. The away team, in this case, is the favorite one. Let's get right down to it. Saints favored it by 5 points. I'm going against the spread. I think it'll be a much closer game than that. I still think the Saints win though by a field goal coming in the last minute of the game. I think it should be a good offensive game. I think the key for Minnesota is that defense steps up and stops this explosive offense. If they don't, then they really will be in trouble. They really will be in trouble, but I think the defense should hold up their own in this one. Giants, definitely taking the Giants for a 7-point favorite. I think they will destroy the Panthers. Really, Panthers, I still think they're looking for trying to rebuild a little bit, trying to get that defense back in stride, especially since they lost Julius Peppers this year to the free agency. So I definitely see the Giants getting a big win. They're definitely taking the 7-point spread on this one. Dolphins being favored by 3 on the road. I am going to go with the spread. I think the Dolphins win by a little bit more. Bills, still a little bit of a shaky team. I think CJ Spiller will do good from them, but really besides that, I think Miami is definitely going to be one of those threat for the wild card spots this year. I really don't think they win the division, but they'll definitely be up there, get some nice amount of wins. I definitely think they beat the Bills by 3 here. Falcons 2-point favorite over the Steelers. I am taking the spread. I think it should be a pretty close game. I mean, I think the Steelers offense is definitely going to struggle without Big Ben at the quarterback. I definitely think Pittsburgh's defense will step up against this Atlanta offense that definitely looks really good this year. But I still see the Falcons win this by a touchdown, maybe even a little bit more. Chicago Bears 7-point favorites of the Detroit Lions. I'm actually going to go against this one. I actually think this will be a pretty close game. Chicago, really, they don't have the offense. I mean, it's not as great as it was back during like their Super Bowl runs and their playoff runs and stuff. The defense I still think is pretty good, but I definitely see the Lions keeping this as a close game. The Lions are definitely improving their team slowly, and I definitely see the Lions keeping this game close. Patriots 5.5-point spread favorite over the Bengals. I'm going against this spread too. I either think this is going to be a really tight game or the Bengals can win this game. I mean, Patriots, we'll see where this goes, but I definitely think the Bengals have a definitely great shot at winning this. If not, it'll definitely be a very close game here. Buccaneers 2.5 spread favorite over the Browns. I definitely think yes. I definitely think this is going to be a pretty close game between some teams. This really definitely isn't a game worth watching, but I definitely see the Bucs at least getting that field goal win, maybe a little more, seeing where they can go with this. Jaguars 2.5-point favorites over the Broncos. This one, honestly, in my opinion, is going to be a little bit tough. But I'm going against the spread. I'm going to take that kind of risk. I think the Broncos can possibly win this one on the road. Jaguars, really the only offensive weapon they really have is Sims Walker and Maurice Jones-Drew. And Sims Walker really ain't going to be catching too many passes with Garrard at the helm, in my opinion. I think the Broncos will come out with the win on the road. Either that or they can keep this game much closer. Colts 3-point favorite over the Texans. I'm going with the spread. Yeah, sorry Texans. It's just not going to be your year to beat the Colts. As long as Peyton Manning's at the helm of the Colts, it's all trouble. But yes, I definitely think the Colts either win this one by a touchdown or they should get that field goal win. So, kind of see where it goes there. Definitely see the Colts win this one by 3, though. Titans 6.5 favorite over the Oakland Raiders. Take the spread. I definitely like the look of the Titans this year. I don't think they will win the South, though. I think they will definitely fight for a wild card spot. They will have a highly explosive offense, in my opinion, especially with Chris Johnson as your back. Vince Young, see how he does full season. I think he finally is, find his identity where he's supposed to be in this league. I definitely think he should be a good quarterback for this team and definitely get him to the playoffs this year. Packers 1-point favorite over the Eagles. Got to take this one. I definitely think Packers. The defense really going up against the new offensive, this whole new look offense that the Eagles have. Packers really defense should have really no struggles with this. I think the Packers offense will do pretty good up against this Birds defense too. It definitely should be a really defensive game, sort of. If I see the Packers win, definitely more with them by 1 point. Niners 2.5 favorite over Seattle. Yes, I am definitely taking the spread. The Niners are going to be the West Division champs this year. They definitely have a good team, good offense, good defense led by Patrick Willis. They should have no problem with Seattle. Cardinals 4-point favorite over the Rams. This one actually is a little bit. I'm actually gonna take the risk here and go against the spread. I think this would be like another 3-point game. Should be a pretty close game. I actually think the Rams will keep up with the Cardinals in this one because really, who's starting quarterback for the Cardinals now? I haven't really looked lately, but really, this Cardinals offense, ever since Warner retired, they've lost a lot, and they even have lost a good portion of the defense too. We'll see what they can do with this, but I definitely think this first game is definitely going to be a challenge for them. Sunday Night Football. Cowboys Redskins. Cowboys 3.5-point favorites. Definitely got to take it. I definitely think the Cowboys are going to be one of those teams to watch out in the NFC this year. I think they should really have not too many problems with Washington. Yes, Washington has McNabb. Yes, McNabb does have some pretty good success against Washington, though he hasn't really in the past couple of years. And I think this Dallas defense is going to really shut down that Washington offense, definitely. And I definitely think this Dallas defense really doesn't have too much of a challenge going up against Washington's defense, though I will give credit. Washington's defense does have some potential this year. Monday Night Football. Jets 3-point favorites over the Ravens. I'm going to go against this spread. I definitely think a little bit more closer game. It's going to come down to 1 point. I do see the Jets winning, though, but for some reason, I just feel like this is going to be like that 1-point game that you're really excited to watch. Definitely should be a good game, though. Tale of two teams, kind of making a rise up right now. Definitely the Ravens should be very good this year, but I actually do see the Jets winning this one in a very, very close game. If not, maybe the Ravens do slip away with it on the road. Last Monday night game, Chargers 5.5 favorites on the road against the Chiefs, taking the spread. Chiefs, who knows what to say about them? Maybe they can get a little bit of some identity this year. I mean, they really don't have too much of a defense. I still think the Chargers, though, I think they're definitely going to come out and show that really they can do a lot without LT at the back. But I definitely think they can get the 5.5 point win over the Chiefs. And Chargers, we'll see how this year goes. It should be an interesting year from. We'll be back for week 2 next week. Really hope I can at least get one win this week. That's all I'm hoping, but I think I should definitely get something.